So Baldur's Gate 3 just had its next update, and boy is it a doozy, and really good things and really bad things have both happened in this patch, and I don't know how to feel about it. And I'd ask if you want the good news or the bad news first, but this is a video, so you don't get a choice. You're getting the bad news first right away. Earlier, I made a video showcasing how to kill Karlach and then revive her in order to get the Infernal Robe, which you would normally get if you kill her, and this would also prevent Will from getting his horns. And the big discussion in the comments of the video was whether or not Larain would patch this or if they would integrate it into the game, and I thought that they were going to at least leave it alone, that they wouldn't patch this out. But boy was I wrong. If you look into the details of flow and scripting in patch 5, you'll notice the first 2 bullet points are just about this. Not only did they patch this glitch, but they made it a priority to do so. And I just gotta say, Larain missed the mark on this. The coolest thing about this glitch was never the armor itself. The armor was kind of mid. It was good early game, but never that great. And as far as looks goes, it's just a reskin of the Saloon Knight robes. The reason that everyone liked this was that it was a way to get around the terms of the contract, and there's really no way to do that in the game. There is a moment in game where you're supposed to do a loophole and you get an achievement for the loophole, but it's not really a loophole. It's just Mizora gives you an offer to basically do one thing, and if you don't do it, you can get out of the contract, and if you do it, you're stuck in the contract. It's not a loophole at all, it's a negotiation. Not only did they patch it, they took their boot and dug their heel into this glitch, and it is not coming back in any way, shape, or form. Now the patch notes say that if you resurrect Karlach, it will automatically cancel Mizora showing up. And I'm not sure if that's how it works or not, but I did notice in my own testing that the moment where Will notices that Karlach is dead only occurred after you beheaded her, after it was impossible to resurrect her. So unless Larain does something similar with the Sex Lae'zel speedrun situation where they patched it but then their community complains and they revert the change, unless something like that were to happen, I don't see this ever happening again. That's about it for the bad news. Now for the good news, which is that if you've beaten this game, the replayability of it just skyrocketed. The biggest thing they have added is 2 brand new game modes where you can choose and customize your difficulty with. The first game mode they've added is Honor Mode, which is the new hardest difficulty above Tactician. Now first off, every single disadvantage along with Tactician's mode is still there, so there's nothing less difficult. Additionally, they changed some rules around to make the action economy more strict towards the end of the game. We don't know exactly what that means, but I think using the custom mode we can probably figure it out. But the main thing, and this will make your experience vastly different than your default experience, is that there is only one single save file. It is impossible to reload older saves in Honor Mode if things go wrong. And it's for this reason that I do not recommend Honor Mode for your first playthrough, because you are not going to experience the game the same way as you would if you were able to reload older saves. Additionally, if you have a TPK, if your entire party is defeated in combat and you get a total party kill, your Honor Mode run ends. Additionally, you can create a custom game mode now, which will allow you to use different aspects of each difficulty and mix and match. Enemy aggression will control how aggressive enemies are and whether they're attacking downed players. Character power affects everything for all enemies and allies, including HP and how good attack bonuses are, and so forth, so on. Enemy loadouts will allow you to change what your enemies are bringing into the fight, such as high value spells. Additional combat mechanics is going to influence how difficult the fight is by introducing new enemies or other hazards, which will influence the outcome. You can also now influence the proficiency bonus, so you can make it super hard by throwing it down to 0 and you don't get any proficiency bonuses, or you can end up doubling your proficiency bonus, which starts at 2 by default, and it goes up by 1 every so many levels. Cranking this up will pretty much guarantee that your skill checks work a lot of the time when they otherwise wouldn't. You can also now turn off enemy critical hits. I don't understand why this is really its own thing. There's armor that does that, so why? You can turn off death saving throws. You can disable free first strikes, which basically means that your attacks outside of combat are not going to give you a free extra spell or attack. You can change the camp cost multiplier now so that food is either more or less valuable. Apparently you can give yourself a short rest full heal. I'd never noticed that even in an Explorer, but okay. You can change how prices are influenced, which if they didn't actually patch out the glitches that allow you to loot everyone dry, I don't see this influencing anything whatsoever. You can turn multi-classing off, which I don't understand why you would do this. It's not really stronger or weaker to multi-class or not. It's just kind of nice to have the option. And the rest of these are basically features that are probably exclusive to Honor mode, which are basically just there to help you keep yourself from metagaming on accident. So yeah, I have mixed feelings about this patch for sure, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Later.